Speaking of meltdowns, one meltdown I'm waiting to happen on the internet. Not waiting to happen. Let me say it better. One person I'm waiting to see say something about it and what's going on with their life is Soulja Boy. So, if you don't know, Soulja Boy recently has been in the news for his negative net worth. And I have not seen or heard anything from Soulja Boy himself saying anything about his net worth. Now, we all know Soulja Boy, when there's cap or some type of false claiming going of his, or when he doesn't approve of something. I just found this. Hold on. Because karma comes quick around the bend, don't it? So Soulja Boy has been in the news for having a negative net worth. And this comes from a judge hearing that he had recently. So Soulja Boy's net worth is negative. A judge found in the rapper's legal battle against his ex-girlfriend. The judge suggested that Soulja Boy cut his expenses so he can pay a $472,000 judgment he owes the woman. $472,000 on the judgment. Yikes. According to documents obtained by b.l.a.c on Friday, a judge denied Soulja Boy's motion to have a $472,000 judgment thrown out in a civil case because he had very little money in the bank and $1 million in a $1 million tax lien. In court papers, an LA Superior Court judge found Soulja's net worth is negative because he didn't provide his financial records to the court. However, the judge believes that Draco was in a position to make enough money to satisfy his debt. The judge suggested to the Atlanta rapper that he cut his living expenses, like moving out of LA, for example. Someone as close to zero financially as defendant Soulja Boy claims to be might want to scale down the living arrangements, the judge wrote. $25,000 is a lot of monthly rent, even in Los Angeles. Now, when I hear things like $25,000 rent, it only raises question mark, like Tristan Thompson, excuse me. Because $25,000, let's just be honest right now, right? $25,000 for the keyword is rent here. Not mortgage. $25,000 rent. Not mortgage. $25,000 rent means you are in a condo that you are living beyond your means in, or you are in someone else's house fronting as if it is yours. I repeat, $25,000 rent means you own a condo, take it from Benzino. You own a condo that you are living beyond your means in, or you are in a house that you do not own, and you are acting as if you do. You paying $25,000 for rent and having all of these cars, supposedly. All of this jewelry that you own, supposedly. Now it raises the questions of what do you actually own, Soulja Boy? When a judge has to say that your net worth is negative, what do you actually own out here? Because from the general consensus perspective, you own video games, supposedly. You own sneakers, supposedly, which I won't get into it. Shout out to the sneaker company in Italy. Not gonna say the name, but shout out to that sneaker company in Italy. We're gonna be doing some work with them very soon. Actually, I am, because I actually know about that sneaker company. It's Italian leather, so it's a very unique made sneaker that costs about $200 to make. It's nothing cheap. Okay, so shout out to them. We're gonna be doing some business with them later on. But supposedly, Soulja Boy, you owned your own sneaker with them, which the lie detector determines that was a lie. So there is no reason of which the court is aware that he could not relocate to a more modest $10,000 income home. Further, the court is aware of no debts that the defendant owes other than the tax debt and the judgment here. The judge further stated defendant Soulja Boy must be earning money from somewhere sufficient enough to pay for the rent, whatever other monthly expenses he has. In other words, defendant is paying $300,000 a year in rent alone. Something is already not adding up there. It stands to reason that he must have some other living expenses, and that money must come from somewhere. It is not coming from loans, for defendant did not testify as to any other debts. So, although the court does not know from whence the money is coming, it is coming from somewhere. It is not an impossible influence to conclude that his overall financial condition must be sufficient to allow him to live the lifestyle he does without going into debt, the judge concluded. According to the document, Soulja Boy confessed that his assets are limited. He owns 3 cars. 2 are worth $250,000 each. 1 is worth $100,000. That's about $18,000 worth of jewelry and $50,000 worth of stock. I'm gonna read that part again. And then I'm gonna play something in a second. For why I'm repeating that again. $18,000 worth of jewelry, not millions of dollars worth of jewelry, not hundreds of $1,000s worth of jewelry. A lot of the Cubans that a lot of the rappers even wearing worth about 20 or 30,000. He got 18 grand on worth of jewelry. So all that shit you see him wearing adds up to only 18,000. Something ain't adding up. $50,000 worth of stock. His lawyer also told the Santa Monica Superior Court that he couldn't liquidate his assets because they are essential to his career as an entertainer, and selling them would damage his image. Soulja Boy ordered to pay $472,000 to the assault victim. And of course, if you don't remember, it's because he assaulted his ex-girlfriend, Kayla Myers. Basically, that's what this $472,000 judgment is about. But and of course, he's claiming broke. I mean, I get it. You're claiming broke for the simple fact that you don't want to pay the girl the $472,000. I get that. Not the first time artists have done that. Not the first time entertainers have done that, where they cry wolf and say that they're broke. have a cow about it, you know. But it's one of those things where it's like, no, it's one thing if nothing got divulged that you don't really own. I mean, nothing got divulged to where, okay, yeah, you do actually have some money, but you're just trying to say you don't. This ain't the case with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is actually fucking broke. That's what this is saying. Unfortunately. That's what this is really saying. But, real quick, I don't know if you remember this shit that happened. Play out something real quick.
Talking about some hair, man. I put them braids in. You got that from me. I'm the first rapper with the ball cut fade with the braids. Bow Wow, cut it out. My hair look better than yours. My hair longer than yours. I got more money than you. What did you talking about? Some hair, man. I put them braids in. You got that from me. I'm the first rapper with the ball cut fade with the braids. I rocked that in 2019 before I got locked up in Malibu. You got that hairstyle from me. I'm the one that had the braids with the cornrows. I'm the one worth 30 million, Bow Wow. You broke. You broke. You broke. You worth $1.5 million. I'm worth 30 million. You've been in the game longer than me. You've been in the game 20 years longer than me. And I got more money than you. Timberland, what's wrong with this man? This man sitting up here worth $1 million. I'm worth 30 million. He talking about haircuts. You worried about the wrong thing. Go get 30 more million dollars, Bow Wow. Go get some money. Stop worrying about what my hair look like. What your bank account look like. What your house look like. You stay in an apartment. You stay in an apartment. Apartment. I got a mansion. Mansion. You stay in an apartment. You stay in an apartment. I got Bentleys and Hellcats and basketball courts in the front yard. You don't even got a front yard. You up there renting AP. Take that rented ass AP off, nigga. This a bust down rollie, nigga. I'm the first rapper with the multicolor rollie. You nigga, you don't even got jewelry. Nigga, this chain costs more than your whole everything. Nigga, this baguettes. You don't even know what baguettes is. Stop playing with me. This nigga stay in a whole...
Funny how karma come quick around the bend, don't it? Funny how karma come quick around that motherfucking bend, don't it? And today, Bow Wow is worth $3 million. So he did double his net worth since the last time we saw that, which was about 2-3 years ago. Because in 2018, he was worth 1.6, it looks like, from what I just said. He's at $3 million right now, Bow Wow. So shout out to Bow Wow. Shout out to Shad Moss, who's, of course, had his own financial setbacks. I don't know how he's only worth $3 million on the movies he did. But, yeah. Soulja, you should talk about somebody owning things, you know what I mean? Because who's to say what that bust down multicolored rollie costs? If all you guys $18,000 in jewelry. And most rollies cost about $5,000 the cheapest. Where'd that rollie really come from?